This week, my friends, we're going to Africa for 3 out of the big 7 species: leopard, lion, and rhino. That's why they call them dangerous game, because that's exactly what they are. 2 out of these 3 species this week could have taken me down. I count my blessings every time I watch this show. Here we go, folks. What an adventure coming straight at you.
Victor Chevrolet, Bass Pro Shops, and Alamocitos Ranch present Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures. Seven continents, 80 species, a 5-year quest in the making. High adventure, dangerous game, real-world training tips. This is Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures.
Bob Folkrod has enjoyed the good fortune to hunt big game on every corner of the globe. Today, he's traveled to the West Nicholson region of south-central Zimbabwe with Raghorn Adventures to hunt one of the most dangerous species of Africa's Big Five. Leopard hunting is a science and requires the use of fresh bait, extreme stealth, and camouflage. Leopards are almost exclusively nocturnal predators, so the successful hunter has little choice but to hunt them while they're most active, during low light periods and often at night, which is perfectly legal on this hunting concession in Zimbabwe, which hosts some of the highest leopard densities in the world. Professional hunter Kirk Mason of Chibese Safaris may have more practical leopard hunting experience than any other active PH on the African continent. We don't have the time to show you all of the work that goes into a successful leopard hunt. The time spent collecting bait, maintaining multiple bait sites, or the hours spent scouting and constructing blinds. What we can show you are the results of this hard work. Kirk and Bob have found evidence of a potentially large cat working this particular site, and are both hoping that the work of the several days prior will be rewarded tonight with a visit from a large tom. After brushing out the blind, a sensitive microphone and rheostat light are connected over the bait, down a carefully prepared shooting lane some 75 yards away. Like I said, leopard hunting is a science. Without the mic, the hunters wouldn't be able to hear the cat at the bait, and without the light, they wouldn't be able to see it.
The setup looks pretty good, the wind's very good, and just remember, when this cat comes in, it's going to more than likely be on the left of the bait. It'll be squatting down, eating underneath from the tail end. So just remember, if you have some people have problems seeing the leopard, but so it's going to be more like an extension of the bait. It'll be part of it. So just keep on to the left, okay? When it comes in, when I hear it walking, I'm going to let it feed a while, and then I'll just nudge you. I'll point to you that it's there. You get up already. Once you're ready, we'll hit the light on. Okay.
Be there on a leopard hunt with Bob Folkrod was incredible, absolutely incredible. I want to tell you, one of the most spookiest things that I've ever seen during this rheostat process, and we have it on film, was we actually saw the cat's eyes before the spotlight hit the cat. Look at that. That cat was trying to pick up what that movement was in the blind. From 75 yards away, he could hear us getting the spotlight ready in the blind. Well, needless to say, Bob was fairly upset with the missed opportunity. We went back and had to retool our whole way of being able to film this hunt. what folks at home don't have the opportunity to see is the amount of testing that went into this, of how we were going to film this leopard hunt at night with the technology that we had, which was 1 lux cameras. We had a problem with the cameras being able to focus the minute a spotlight hit the bait site. So what we came up with this idea that if we had a rheostat light over the bait site to bring the light on slowly, it would allow our cameras to focus on the bait site in order to be able to capture the entire hunt. Bob was concerned that the rheostat light may have spooked the cat off. On the second night, we had the guide focus, basically turn his light on. We focused our cameras on the bait, so when the spotlight would come on, then all of our cameras are ready to go and focus. We were at the campsite and we used Josh, the assistant producer to the show, as the guinea pig. He was the bait. So we put him out 75 yards, put spotlights on him, had our cameras rolling, and we had to keep re-rolling the video back and forth to see exactly what we could use and what we couldn't use. The rheostat worked great, but we also found out that if we could focus in on the spotlight shining out on the bait and then shut everything off, and then when the spotlight came back on and never touch anything on manual focus, and it would come up and we'd have the footage. Now, we had other professional videographers in our camp that told us it would never work. We trusted our gut feeling. Well, in the outcome, you'll have to see right after this.
Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures is brought to you by these fine sponsors: Vortex and Buck Fever Synthetics.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering current Chevy owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and complimentary Wi-Fi data. To help keep you on the road, the Chevy Certified Service Experts are here and ready to help if you require parts, maintenance, or repairs. You can even schedule your service appointments online. It's just our way of doing our part.
We had the guide focus, basically turn his light on. We focused our cameras on the bait, so when the spotlight would come on, then all of our cameras are ready to go and focus.
Bob takes the shot with his .375 H&H mag, and hopes are high as the party starts the dangerous task of following up on the big cat.
We'll go straight to the bait. We'll just see what the blood looks like. Although we can hear him like gargling or whatever there, we've got to be sure because we don't know 100% until we get there.
Right.
When we get there, we won't talk or anything, especially while we're following. It's pretty thick, so we'll just go in slowly and see. It should be dead, but just to be on the safe side.
Exactly.
Right. Let's go.
The magnificent leopard is misunderstood as a game animal. It thrives as a species throughout most of its range, due in part to its tolerance of people, but more so in sub-Saharan Africa because of the applied science and management resources afforded by carefully regulated sport hunting. Here in Zimbabwe, the considerable trophy fees for Bob's leopard will go directly to the Campfire program, a local community development organization that provides funds for wildlife research and projects that improve the quality of life of the local people. For more information, Google the word Zimbabwe Campfire. Congratulations, Bob, on an incredible trophy.
That is absolutely gorgeous. In Africa, Zimbabwe leopard. I'll tell you what, they don't make a video game as exciting as what this has been. Coming through the woods here looking for this. We was pretty sure we heard him down there, but boy, when you're coming in after something like this, it's full alert. Gorgeous animal, absolutely gorgeous animal. They got a game limit. One thing to get them back in the States, you got to get a CITES permit, but they do have seasons and bag limits, and they watch them closely to make sure that not only myself, but your children will be able to hunt these fantastic animals, just like I did tonight. What a great hunt.
Congratulations, Bob. Sometimes dreams really do come true. The African continent is one of those great places leaving little or no margin for error. Couple a trip to the dark continent with a hunt for dangerous game, and one finds himself on the primal edge, the cusp between adventure and survival. the White Rhino's future remains uncertain on much of Africa's public lands. But private property owners in the Republic of South Africa have stepped up to provide the species with the critical habitat it requires. While strict quotas are enforced, a number of surplus bulls are taken by hunters each year on South Africa's managed private lands, where white rhino numbers have been increasing by approximately 9% per year since 1998. Bob Volkrad has traveled to South Africa's Limpopo province to hunt the white rhino with outfitter and good friend Ken Moody of Ken Moody Hunting Africa. Bob and professional hunter Nico Nuoff have been on the tracks of a decent bull for several days. Bob had the bull in his crosshairs 5 times, but the camera was never able to obtain an acceptable view. Now, they've closed the gap for the final time.
Oh man.
Well done, sir.
Well done. Sheesh. There was no doubt it was going to run over me. That mother had me right here. I could see it. The horn was right there. There's no doubt it was running over me.
Excellent.
And right at the last second, she went her off to the left. I could have touched her with my rifle. I swear to you, man, I thought she was going to run flat over me.
Africa's dangerous game should remind all hunters to honor their quarry, whatever the species, with the respect it deserves.
I've had some absolutely close calls in my lifetime. I've had polar bear shot 7 yards coming at me. I got in a wrestling match with a black bear and killed him with a knife, but never in my life have I had a rhino the length of the barrel coming straight at me.
Well, that was a close shave.
You can see Bob's Rhino at the Bass Pro Shops Outdoor World store in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Transportation for all of Bob Volkrad's hunting adventures is provided by Victor Chevrolet. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com.
As the sum of each generation before it, the next generation Corvette stands alone as the new standard of precision and performance, of engineering and technology, of everything that makes an icon, and a Corvette, a Corvette.
Although Bob completed his obsession quest taking over 80 animals with a rifle, his first love has always been bow hunting. He's teamed up with longtime friend and archery coach Mike Price to help make you a better bow shot.
This week we're going to talk about your sight picture, your sight alignment, what things should look like right through the shot. Most important thing is not always your choices in sight, but your sight alignment. We have great tools today because most sights that you see, similar to this one, have a white ring around the housing. If they don't, paint one on there, okay? You ever see an old guy reading newspaper, holds a newspaper out in front of him and goes, yeah, I can read it. Hey, if you could hold that, I could read that better. Because what's happening, because we definitely want to see our animal. I want to see enough definition on my animal to be able to put the pin where I need it. But if I'm both near and far-sighted, if I fix my distance vision, my pin is blurry as all get out. So what we've done is we've taken a little bit of tournament technology and we've incorporated it in our hunting equipment. So this is an Excel Vision sight. And what it is, it's more of a tournament bar sight. And again, it's not to make you a tournament archer. It's just to be smart about your choices. So if I put this thing in here, and I'm gonna put it out as far as I can get it, and then lock it up. Okay, so what this did was if I had a regular style sight and I had it in, I'm gonna get that much more distance. So what's happening is when I hold my bow out in front of me, my pins are further from my eye. So guess what? It's like reading a newspaper way out here. So you can clear up your pins with this style sight. Now, the great thing about this sight too is it's all micro. So as I click it, it sounds like a rifle sight because I can micro adjust everything. But your sight length isn't gonna hurt you. Sight length, a little more accuracy for left and right and maybe up and down. One of the most important attributes of our new sighting systems is that's a 1/4 inch peep. You're gonna use that peep and you're gonna put it around that circle. So I'm gonna align my rear sight and my front sight to give me my left and right and my elevation. And then again, as we've talked about before, once I get those two aligned, I'm gonna move my whole body to move the different pins across the target. The days of putting your single pin in your peep sight have gone because with a bigger peep, we have better low light condition shooting. And the whole thing is, guys, all you have to do is line this one up with this one, execute the shot, and you're gonna hit the middle. If this is my rear sight and this is my front sight, I want them to line up. If they misalign, if my sight gets to the left, I'm gonna shoot left. If my sight gets high, I'm gonna shoot high. Rifles, if I put those three together and put that sight where I wanna hit the animal, I get it done. The same thing with this. Use your rear sight, which is your peep. So you're gonna align those two, and that's gonna give you better accuracy downrange.
There's a kudu all by himself. The gray ghost. Oh, that's an impressive animal. That's just like elk, except we're in Africa. I don't know if he's going to come in or not. Oh, wait. No, he's looking back. He's looking at the water hole. Here he comes.
Convinced that the kudu bull is committed to drink, Bob quickly ranges the possible openings along the waterhole. Oh, what a shot. He ain't going far. Come on. There he is. He's down. Yes. What do you do? First thing in the morning, overcast,
People didn't think it was going to happen this morning because it was raining at breakfast time. And a kudu, the very first thing that walks in is a kudu. All right. That's fantastic. What a great shot. I like to watch them go down quick like that. Well, I'm going to sit here and see what else shows up and wait for Ken. I had to wait for him to clear that tree right there.
Yeah?
And the whole shoulder and everything was exposed. Right through it, man. Look at that. It's already washed off in the water.
Man, it's still intact and everything.
Everything. I'll use that. I'll sharpen that up, use that again.
What is that, about 23 yards up there?
Just about 23, 25 longest shot you have.
This
At the water hole's 30.
Yeah, this is our longest hunting setup. This is our longest shot station, so 23 is about the max you'll shoot.
Well, it was a great place because I expected more rain today and the wind was blowing. I could sit up there and it was just like, I could see all of Africa. I knew I was going to see at least a few animals passing by.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect anything to come in here in the first 30 minutes.
No, I'm telling you, you didn't even cool off.
Let's go look at it.
Let's go see him.
I told you he didn't go far, didn't I?
Heck, he didn't go 60 yards.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
I'll tell you what, that's a very, very impressive animal. Look at that, a kudu bull.
That is a beautiful animal. I mean, in my opinion, this is the ultimate bow hunting trophy for Africa. He's not the most uncommon, he's not the most expensive, but he's an elusive son of a gun, and a lot of guys come over here and go home empty-handed. Well, it's not very hot today, so we've got plenty of time to get him back to skinning shed, but we'll get the photograph, set him up for that, and I'll go get the vehicle and we'll load him up and get him back to the skinning shed and get him butchered out. He'll feed the camp and he'll feed a lot of people because this is the prime, as far as I'm concerned, eland and kudu are the prime meat species.
Excellent, excellent. Thanks again,
Good
Ken.
job, man.
Appreciate it.
Good job. Beautiful animal.
Congratulations, Bob, on another great hunt.
This segment has been brought to you by the Victor Chevrolet Deal of the Week. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com.
This is the real deal. We got it. Look at that. Woo! Look at that. That was him when we heard last night. Oh, man. Woo! Look at this. Look at the teeth on that boy. That is one bad boy right there. Well, we certainly wasn't walking in here last night when we thought he heard him coming in here and had his death moan. But I want to tell you, it's intense coming in through all this stuff like that. We were locked and rocked and coming in on pins and needles. And right there he is. Kurt, my man, that was a fine job. There was nothing more exciting than we heard him call last night, and you turned that collar on, and he come running in and laid down out there like that. Ken Woody, I'll tell you what, that's exciting, isn't it?
Is it exciting or what? That's the only way to huddle, man.
Look at that lion.
When we asked you about your shot, you kept thinking you were confident, you know, you were confident. And then the fact that he laid here and he made that moaning sound and never moved off.
Yeah.
But you know, not being 100%, it's always best to wait for daylight.
Oh man, you weren't going to get me to walk in here last night.
There's nowhere to run into a mean, angry lion.
We'll get him out there on that beach, get some pictures,
good,
huh?
Good pictures.
Oh man, look
Excellent,
at that.
excellent. Big lion.
You got a lion by the tail.
Got it.
Right, just get him out of here.
Excellent.
Right there is a absolutely true, magnificent African lion. I'll tell you what, calling coyotes, foxes is one thing, but when you're sitting in blind after dark and you turn that lion roar on and he comes charging in, whoo, that's what it's about right there. They just don't make video games that exciting. An African lion. I've wanted to do this ever since I seen my first movie with my mother. When they started the movie and this African lion roared. Someday I might get one of them. Here he is, 55 years old, it finally happened. An African lion. Fantastic.
After your successful hunt of a lifetime, contact Wes Good at CanadiStudio.com for the finest taxidermy in the business.
For advertising opportunities with Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures, please contact Bob at bgfolkrod@gmail.com.